I'm a liar if I told you I was coping.
Hey, my name is Paige. I am a musician from South Auckland.
It's hard.
I got into the music industry through busking. I was busking since I was about 17, and I'd go every weekend, and somebody from Sony saw me busking, and that was the first way that I got my name in the industry. And then after that, like, somebody else saw me busking and they asked me to do a TEDx talk, so I did that, which then got me on the radio, to do a few interviews and stuff. And I guess it's kind of like putting yourself in every single area that you can, because I was also posting online all the time, like twice a week. And then Billie Eilish found my music and reposted it, which kind of got industry people a little bit excited. To get your foot into the door when it comes to the music industry, I feel like it's so huge that you push yourself as far as you can independently. Honestly, busking, live, like any type of gig that you can get, whether it's a wedding or like a bar gig with 5 people, it's kind of making sure that you're putting yourself in every single corner that you can. Because I guess when it comes to the music industry, you can't apply for a job. If we're talking about being an artist, you just have to grind and you have to be consistent. And as long as you're consistent, you will get somewhere. And that's just, it's a fact, it's not a question. I feel like, to be honest, the song that I've written that I'm the most proud of is probably a song called California, which I just put out recently. Because it kind of talks about the vulnerability of how hard it is to make it as an artist. And like, some people are so scared to be like, this is what I want to do and this is my dream, because those dreams like seem quite big. I think it was a pretty scary thing for me to admit that in a song, and then when I have to show people that, it's quite like, I hope people don't think that I'm like, I don't know, crazy or like weird. But probably that, because it was the hardest thing to write about. My notes app and my voice memos app are definitely the 2 apps I use the most, besides Mario Kart. Starting as a songwriter, I used to play guitar all the time to write music, and then I was like, I need to push it a little bit further. So I got a loop pedal to kind of learn how to layer music. And I was like, okay, that was my next step, which really helped me a lot. And then I was like, okay, how do I lay this down like in a recording? I think it's a good starting point to learn Logic Pro, even GarageBand, like any sort of like DAW to help you create a solid foundation for a song is really, really huge. Because you kind of want to be able to do stuff without the help of a producer, and like when you can learn those things, it's like, it's really, really huge for your creative process. I think a lot of us musicians are getting into the TikTok world, because I think we're all understanding that TikTok is huge for any kind of brand. The algorithm on TikTok is really, really easy to crack compared to the other social media. Like, it's so crazy how we all have a voice like on social media, and TikTok is the easiest way to do that. As much as a lot of us don't enjoy doing that, it's like, that's probably the biggest tool that's arrived in like creative industries over the past like 3 or 4 years. Like, I'd say TikTok has been big. I think the digital age now, where we are, has made it so easy to be an artist. Because I mean, I guess you can create something and it arrives right at people's phones. Like, it's not something you have to go and buy at the store, and like, it's actually unbelievable how easy it is to be a creative. You don't need the resources that you needed back in the day. Like, you don't need a music studio anymore, because you can just do it on your phone or on your laptop. Or I actually can't, like, anybody can be an artist these days. It's like really cool. I didn't even realize that there were that many people that were like aspiring musicians until TikTok started, and I was like, whoa, like every person I'm looking at wants to be a star, and they're amazing. And it's cool. There's way more challenges in like being that one person that sticks out more than anybody else, because like, man, there's hundreds of thousands of people that you watch that are just like so much better than you. But then you think about it, and it's like 10% of being an artist is the talent, and the rest of it is like consistency, hard work, like you have a vision, you know who you are, you're grounded, like there's just so much around it. So I guess like the digital age does make it harder to stand out online, but as long as you hold those key factors of what it means to be an artist, I think that you won't struggle. If I could go back in time and tell 18-year-old me who was kind of creating stuff on GarageBand without resources, without help, find a way and do it, because the help will come once you start pushing, once you start creating. I think you just have to start everybody has to start somewhere, and it's not just gonna come to you if you sit around and hope for it. I think just enjoy creating and create, because that's when the best stuff comes out. And it doesn't matter about the resources really, it matters about the vessel, and like you're the vessel. And as long as you feel empowered and excited about it, then all the magic will come out.